for America at a time such as this?
My hope for America?
And how do you personally
been.
deal with that?
Yeah, look, I mean, my hope for America is what it's always been. I think it's the hope I hope we all share. We want it to continue to be the place where anyone from anywhere can achieve anything, where you're not limited by the circumstances of your birth, by the color of your skin, by your ethnicity, but frankly, it's a place where you are able to overcome challenges and achieve your full potential. I think that should be the goal of every country in the world, frankly. But I think in the U.S., we're not perfect. Our history is not one of perfection, but it's still better than anybody else's history. And ours is a story of perpetual improvement. Each generation has left the next generation of Americans freer, more prosperous, safer, and that is our goal as well. But it is a unique and exceptional country, and as we come upon this 250-year anniversary, I think we have a lot to learn and be proud of in our history. It is one of perpetual and continuous improvement, where each generation has done its part to bring us closer to fulfilling the vision that the founders of this country had upon its founding. So
that is one of the best answers, best responses I've heard in my life. And it's something, and he hit on something that I think a lot of people don't talk about. In the preamble to our Constitution, it says this: "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America." A major part of this that people do not talk about is, in order to form a more perfect union. At this time, they were not claiming our country was perfect. This hints at our country, you could argue the American experiment, being an experiment that's designed to progress and get better consistently over time, or at least that's the goal. And that has happened. For example, a lot of people would argue that slavery is the biggest stain on our country. Black people went from literally being slaves, property, to becoming senators, becoming members of the House of Representatives, becoming the president of the United States, being on the Supreme Court. This country has consistently gotten better over time. Wealth has went up, life expectancy has went up, unemployment has went down, racism has went down, GDP has went up, poverty has went down. And I'm saying this to many of the Black people watching this who complain about this country consistently. Of all the countries who have 10% of more of their population being Black Americans here have higher GDPs per capita than all the other Black people in all those other countries that actually have a decent percentage of the country's population being Black people. In other words, you're better off here than anywhere else. There's not a place on earth I would rather be than this country. The greatest country in the history of existence. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, guys. Don't forget I have a free email newsletter. The link to that is in my profile.